Hello, wonderful people of the internet. It's time for a Norwegian classic here at Simply Healthy Living. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or thoughts, and remember to hit subscribe if you want more recipes like this, usually posted weekly, but these days less often due to technical difficulties. I am trying to fix that. Norwegian food culture has definitely been influenced by the fact that we are one of the countries with the most coastline per square kilometer in the world. Thank you, fjords! Fish and other forms of seafood are used in many different ways, such as fish cakes, see the description for a link to my take on those, and the classic creamy fish soup. The fish soup works well for all seasons, I find, and can be dressed up or down depending on the circumstance. Also, it's a super delicious way to cover your fish intake. So if you're in the mood for a bowl of creamy, umami deliciousness, brimming with vegetables and fresh fish, I give you classic Norwegian fish soup. For this recipe, you will need the following ingredients. See the video description for the full list with measurements. You can also change it up by adding shrimp and mussels or other vegetables like fennel, spring onion, or parsnips, for example. To start, we wash, peel, and finely chop our vegetables. All of these vegetables are currently in season in Norway, so they're super fresh and good for the planet. Today I'm using 2 carrots, which provide plenty of vitamin A and K, as well as biotin and fiber, slicing them into thin sticks. Then we have a piece of swede, chopped into similarly thin sticks, a great source of fiber, folate, and vitamin C. We're also getting vitamin C and potassium from the potatoes, which I peel and chop into small cubes. Keeping the pieces small in size both reduces the cooking time and makes for a more elegant, tempting soup. Finally, we have 1 big leek, which I slice in half and then chop into thin semicircles. Together with a clove of garlic, leek is representing the allium family in this meal, serving up plenty of folate, vitamin C and B6 and potassium. Plus, it also smells and tastes amazing, so whoop, health candy! Now that all the vegetables are ready, we heat some oil in a casserole before pitching in the leek and garlic so they can soften a bit before adding the rest of the vegetables. Let everything fry for a bit before adding about half a cup of white wine. The wine gives an amazing aroma and depth of flavor to the soup, together with the fish stock. Here I am using a combination of 1 liter high-quality fish stock from a local producer and my own homemade dashi. Dashi is a Japanese stock based on seaweed and dried bonito flakes with an intense umami seafood flavor. It adds a wonderful spin to the flavor of the soup, so I definitely recommend including it, although it isn't necessarily traditional to the classic Norwegian version. See the link to Just One cookbook for a recipe on dashi in the video description if you want to try it. Once the liquids are added, we leave the vegetables to cook until tender, around 20 minutes. While it's cooking, bring forth your fish. I am using a combination of Norwegian salmon and line-caught sustainably fished halibut, which I clean and chop into cubes. If you want a fancier fish soup, adding some mussels or shrimp is a great way to dress it up. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, while halibut has plenty of selenium and iodine. Both also serve up lots of protein, vitamins, and other minerals, so a great addition to any meal. When the fish is ready, we prep the creamy part of the soup. Today I am using an oat substitution for heavy cream, which has less fat and reduces the amount of dairy in the recipe, but you can use dairy cream as well. Put 250 milliliters of that in a small casserole together with about 50 grams of butter and allow to heat until the butter melts and mixes with the cream. Finally, we have the herbs. Fresh herbs really lift a fish soup, so I suggest taking a good handful of both dill and flat leaf parsley, roughly chopping them up before adding to the soup together with the fish and cream and butter mix when the vegetables feel tender. I'm also adding a handful or 2 of frozen peas for an extra burst of green color. Allow that to simmer for about 3 minutes or until your fish cubes look ready. Taste to check the seasoning, adjusting with salt and pepper. And now, the taste test. I thought it tasted absolutely divine, but does it pass the skeptical boyfriend test? Drum roll. Yay! No doubt about it, this soup is an instant hit, suitable for both a Saturday night in or a dinner party with friends. Serve it with freshly baked bread for dipping. Now get cooking, enjoy, and take care!